and welcome to the premiere episode of my new weekly series entitled I Am Hungry, Let's Eat. The series where I explore the world of cuisine. And for today's episode, we will be making the most delicate, the most moist, most fudgy, chocolatey, delicious, magnifique, perfecto entiendes, chocolate fudgy brownies. So let's get started in the video. So the ingredients needed for the fudgy brownies is flour, cocoa powder, cinnamon, my favorite, nutmeg, of course, dark chocolate chunks because we need that chocolatey fudgy goodness from you. That pow 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 flavor. Also need a couple of eggs, chocolate spread, but this is optional. It just adds more sweetness, more diversity, you know. Perfecto. Salt actually is a very important ingredient. You'll see in the video. Baking powder, oil, sugar, and a little bit of coffee. You'll see why we need coffee. Just gonna arrange this back in order. Now, let's get started in the video. First up, in a bowl, sieve 1.5 cup flour. Oh, here's one. Sieve 1.5 cup flour. Through sifting, getting away the extra lumps from the flour. I guess this will help so much. You want a light and fluffy flour. You don't want big clumps of hard flour because that would go in our brownies. We don't want that. We want something delicious, remarkable, one of a kind, and not garbage. So after sifting of flour, you will also be sifting our cocoa powder. For our cocoa powder, we will need 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. Cocoa powder is a key ingredient in brownies because the chocolate, you want the chocolate goodness. I recommend the dark chocolate, works best for unsweetened one, but semi-sweet also works pretty good. We're gonna add a pinch of cinnamon, pinch of nutmeg as well. These two will add extra goody flavor. Not a lot because we don't want to overpower the chocolate. Boom, pow. Now we are done with our dry ingredients. We can now move on with our wet ingredients. So let's just take these things away. Now, in an electric mixer, we will be creaming our fat or shortening. The process of creaming is incorporating sugar into our fat. So here's some oil. We need a cup of oil. You can also use butter, that works well as well. And sugar as well. Roughly 1:1 ratio when you're creaming something. You want your shortening and the sugar even, so I'm also adding 1 cup of sugar. There we go. We're just gonna cream this thing until it looks combined together. Once you're done creaming, it should look something like this. You can see the fat combined, joined forces with the sugar. For that, we will be adding the next ingredient. We'll be adding chocolate spread, which I said is optional, but I want one, so I'm adding probably 2 tablespoons. Because I love chocolate. Put a lot of chocolate. And there we go. While that's mixing, we will be adding eggs one at a time. You don't want to overpower the egg. One at a time. Go ahead. Wait for the egg to dissolve within the mixture. Now, add the other one. Next step, we'll be adding salt. Salt enhances the chocolatey flavor of the brownies. You'll see. You will see. These things are secret ingredient. Not but just a pinch. Just a pinch. I will do it. Next up, we'll be adding our baking powder. Now we're just gonna wait for this to combine, and then we'll mix it with the dry ingredients. Now we'll slowly incorporate our dry ingredients. Don't want to over mix it to avoid lumps. So slowly incorporate dry ingredients, roughly 1/3 at a time. Now you see, your dough or batter is getting much thicker, much more chocolatey, and it smells really delicious. Now the last batch. You'll see your batteries will be much thicker, but you don't want that. You want it to be more smooth. So let it for around roughly a couple more minutes, I may say. And it's good. So your batter should look something like this. It should be thick, yet still smooth. You can see there's no lumps in it. And never taste it, prove it. Delicious. Solid. This is really good. The texture is so smooth. It's amazing. So here's my baking pan. We're just gonna be greasing this using our fat. Not a lot. We just don't want our batter to stick to the bottom of the pan. After it's been greased, we transfer this beautiful, delicious, delicate, look at this thing. Just look at it. Look at that. It smells so good. We'll be transferring it right here. You know what? It smells like donuts. But tastes like brownies. Okay. Then level your batter up like this. Spread it evenly across the pan so it bakes in the oven evenly as well, because the now get your chocolate chunks and what I'm gonna do is just smash the chunks and just spread it all over the top. These things will melt and they're gonna be more chewy, more gooey. It's kinda good. A lot more. At the moment, your batter should be looking like this. That means it's good. Now, bake it in the oven for around 20 to 25 minutes, depending on the temperature. But if I say so myself, bake it in 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. Hey guys, I'm back, and as you can see, I changed my set because I made a lot of mess a while ago. Darn it. Now, while our brownies are baking in the oven, we will be making our drink, which is in that case Dalgona coffee. Dalgona coffee is a very simple yet delicate drink. All we need to do is get some instant coffee. Just a bit. You don't want to overpower the beer flavor. Put it in the water, just a little bit of water, probably around 2 tablespoons of water. Now we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of sugar, or depending on how sweet you want your coffee. I want my coffee to be sweeter, so yeah, I have a sweet tooth, as you can see. I just ate strawberry, which unhealthy at all, but it's for you guys, for science now. Get your electric mixer and beat it up until it becomes frothy and thick. You want your coffee and your sugar to dissolve and combine to one another. The purpose of sugar is to make the coffee thicker, just like when making meringue or frosting. The sugar acts as the binder and the thickener to our coffee. This may take a little while, so I'll meet you guys back when it's done. Okay, we're done, and as you can see, look at that thick, creamy. Ooh, it smells really good. So we're gonna check coffee. Oh, look at that. It's very thick. This is what we want to make it go right now. So, once you get your coffee mixer, you can assemble. I'm just gonna get some glass mugs right here. These are clean, by the way. We wash them regularly. First, milk. This is milk. Probably 3/4 spoon. That's good. Next, we'll be adding our coffee mixture. Look at that beauty! This thing is dazzling. Oh, ooh, mommy! Look at that! Look at that! Magnificent. This thing is delicious. So oops. Now for the most awaited part of this journey, the eating part. I have the brownies right here, cooled down. Look at them. Now I'm just gonna take a slice of it. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. And therefore, let's see some chocolate chunks, which I like in my brownies. Ooh. It smells delicious. Smells great. Now the fun part. It's moist, it's crisp, which I also like. There's a little bit of bitterness from the dark chocolate, which complements well with the brownies itself. So good. You must try this thing. Delicious. I can eat this all day. Now, I don't go now. This dalgona is delicious. Now look at that! Look how beautiful that is. Let's try them together. I'm speechless. This is amazing. Oh my god. This is amazing. You guys should try this right now. Anyway, thank you Thank you so much for watching the premiere episode of I'm Hungry, Let's Eat. Hopefully, you learned so much from today's episode. And if you want me to try out your favorite dish, please leave a comment down below. It's free. And it's good for YouTube algorithm because I need views. I need some cash, and to pay rent and electricity bill and internet. I need cash. Help me. Without further ado, thank you so much for watching today's episode. The support from my last videos is really great. Hopefully, I continue to keep up. And that's all for today's episode. And you'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, yo.